Occupational English Test. Listening Test. This test has 3 parts. In each part, you'll hear a number of different extracts. At the start of each extract, you'll hear this sound. You'll have time to read the questions before you hear each extract, and you'll hear each extract once only. Complete your answers as you listen. At the end of the test, you'll have 2 minutes to check your answers. Part A. In this part of the test, you'll hear 2 different extracts. In each extract, a health professional is talking to a patient. For question 2, questions 13 to 24. For questions 13 to 24, complete the notes with a word or short phrase. You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Okay, so when was the last time you saw an optometrist?
I would say about 6 months ago.
Okay, great. So did you get a new pair of glasses then?
No, I didn't.
Okay, and are you wearing anything at the moment?
Yes, I've got glasses which I got about a year ago.
Okay. And what do you normally wear those glasses for?
Reading.
Reading, okay.
I generally don't wear them, for distance.
Okay, great. So are you happy with how you see in a distance?
Yes, I don't have a problem there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking, that it's getting a bit more difficult for reading.
Okay.
Especially small print. The phone book, for example, is really difficult for me.
Yeah, well, the phone book is difficult anyway, I think. But, yeah, that can certainly be quite frustrating.
Yes.
So, do you think the difficulty was there when you got your most recent glasses a year ago, or do you think it's gone downhill since then?
I think that my vision in my good eye is not as good as it was 12 months ago.
Okay. All right. So tell me about your eye history then.
Yes, well, it goes back quite a bit. Around about 2006, I started to notice a slight waviness in lines that I was reading.
Okay. And that was in your right eye?
In my right eye.
Okay.
And the ophthalmologist said, you've got a problem with your right eye. You should see a specialist, a retinal specialist. So that was organised by about, late 2006, maybe into 2007.
Okay.
The specialist did a scan and decided that, there was an accumulation of fluid in the front of the retina.
Okay.
And prescribed Lucentis injection. That was done monthly for, I think, about 2 years.
Okay.
Until I eventually changed over to the eye and ear, mainly because it was costing quite a bit.
So how often are you seeing the specialist at the eye and ear now?
Well, I used to see them initially about 3 monthly,
yes.
But now it's about 6 monthly.
Great, okay. So is there someone that you see there specifically, or are you just sort of going through the public clinic?
The public clinic, but in the retinal clinic that I attend, there are about 3 doctors, and I see one or other of those 3.
Okay, so you are getting that continuum of care.
Oh, yes.
Great.
Yes.
And are they fairly happy with how stable that right eye is at the moment?
Well, I think they are disappointed that it was not successful. I mean, it's I think I've had something like 25 injections of Lucentis.
Yeah.
And I think that, I've lost central vision in the right eye. They're not too happy about that. But the last scan they did, there was no fluid there.
Great.
So I presume it's just a wait and watch now and see what.
Right. Yeah.
See what eventuates.
So, are you aware of what the Amsler chart does?
Yes. I've been using it for some years now.
Okay. So I'll just run through it just to make sure that you're doing it properly, because a lot of people do it every day and they don't realise they're not doing it properly, and as a result, there's no point. So it basically checks the very, very central visual field of both eyes. So it's really important that you cover one eye when you're doing it. The main thing when you're doing that Amsler chart is not to really look for those little nitty-gritty things, but to gauge any significant change.
That is the end of Part A.